A very pleasant good evening to everyone out there who's already tuned in a little bit early, as we're just moments away from starting tonight's Sunshine State Conference match, and it's a big one as the Eckerd Tritons host their Bay Area rival, the Spartans from the University of Tampa. I'm John Armstrong. I'll be here up with you in the Crow's Nest throughout the duration of this match from the MacArthur Center. Both teams coming off good performances this past weekend up at the South Region crossover in Hoover, Alabama, just outside of Birmingham. Both Eckerd and Tampa went 3-0 at the event. Tampa had wins over Shorter, Valdosta State, and West Alabama, beat Shorter in 4, and handled Valdosta and West Alabama in straight sets. Eckerd scored their 3 wins against Christian Brothers in 4 sets on Friday. Had a big upset win on Saturday afternoon in the first match of the day for Eckerd. Falling behind 2-0, came back and defeated number 23 West Florida in 5 sets. That snapped the Argos' 14-game winning streak and finished off the perfect weekend with a 3-1 win in the nightcap on Saturday against Lee University out of Cleveland, Tennessee. Fernanda Reese, Eckerd's setter, was named the Sunshine State Conference Setter of the Week earlier this week. She also was named to the South Region Crossover All-Tournament squad. She had 50, 49, and 52 assists in Eckerd's 3 matches. Tritons also had a breakout weekend from senior outside hitter Mackenzie Redner. Redner averaged 3.46 kills per set during the crossover, had 11 kills on Friday against Christian Brothers, then followed with 14 against West Florida, then a career-high 20 in the win over Lee University. It is also a pretty good crowd here tonight. It's whiteout night, the first whiteout night of the year for the Eckerd Athletic Department. You can't see the majority of the crowd in the stands because they're all to the near side of the camera, just outside of the camera shot. But we do have a big crowd here tonight for this match. Good representation from the student body to cheer on the Tritons in what is an important regional match for both teams. We'll set the stage for that in a little bit more detail following the announcing of starting lineups and the national anthem. Right now, we'll send it out to the floor and turn it over to PA announcer Terry Donald for the lineups and the national anthem. Well, I don't know how well that came in over the broadcast, but there you have it, starting lineups announced as we're just about ready to get underway. If you couldn't understand it, we'll set up the starting lineups for you. It looks like this. First for Tampa, Courtney Vogler, or Vogler actually. Sorrel Houghton, Sammy Mueller, Nyla Demps, Nicole Dominguez, Taylor Fossler, and the libero is Molly McIlvaney for Eckerd. Tritons will be starting Madison Whiting, Peyton Meter, Mackenzie Redner, Abby O'Farrell, Stephanie Karlovics, Fernanda Reese, and the libero, Caitlin Simpson. Of course, Molly McIlvaney, sister of former Triton standout Allie McIlvaney. Both teams come into the match with a matching record of 3-4 in conference play. Eckerd is 10-5 overall. Tampa 8-10. A little bit of an uncharacteristic record for the Spartans, but don't let that fool you. They played some very tough competition early. Actually had a 6-match losing streak early in the season, but they have won 5 in a row coming into tonight's match. And talking with Eckerd head coach Michelle Piantadosi Lima earlier today, she said there's no question that Tampa has seemed to work together and found its identity and is playing its best volleyball of the season right now. And Tampa is no stranger to success on the national level. And you certainly know they expected they would turn things around at some point. They have, and things are underway here. We start off with a service error from Fernanda Reese. Tritons do lead the conference in service aces, but didn't get one there. Tampa with the first point of the match. And there's an ace for the Spartans, as Sammy Mueller serves one up, the sophomore from Gainesville. So 2 quick points for Tampa on service as Mueller tosses it high. This one dug, or rather received, by O'Farrell. Set goes to Redner. Her attack is dug by McIlvaney. There's a dig by Simpson. Resets behind to Whiting on the right side. Tipped and dug again by McIlvaney. Set into the middle, mistimed. Eckerd gets a tip on it. And Redner with good hustle able to punch it over, but a free ball here for the Spartans as they look for a 3-0 lead early. Nice dig by Simpson though. Redner on the attack. And Redner gets the first point for the Tritons on the kill. Tampa was in position for the dig, but it deflected the wrong direction over the net, but too far of that sideline on the right side. Now Paula Hoffman into the match. She'll serve. Hoffman didn't play in Eckerd's win over Lee, just needed a little bit of rest. Eckerd's relied heavily upon her in the early season. There's an attack and a kill by Nyla Demps. Demps is a freshman from Tallahassee, Florida. This is Caitlin Money to serve. Here's Whiting on the attack, and she's blocked as she hits it into the solo block. Oh, is that Vogler? Vogler. That was Vogler. So an early 4-1 lead for the Spartans. Here's O'Farrell with her first attack attempt. McElvaney with the dig. Goes right back over in the middle, though, to the freshman Peyton Meter, who quickly slams it into the hardwood for the point. Triton's had a lot of success at the crossover at around the 20 rally mark. And the Tritons get a point there on the attack error by Vogler. When Eckerd's had trouble this year, at least at home, it's been falling behind at about the 10 rally mark. Free ball punched over. There's Hoffman to receive. Set goes to Whiting, and Whiting gets the kill as it deflects off the block of Vogler and falls into the hardwood. 4-point. Tritons have now tied it up at 4. Eckerd looking for its second ever win over the Spartans. The one and only previous win came here at the MacArthur Center back on October 28th of 2011. And there's a tandem block by Abby O'Farrell, and Stephanie Karlovic on the attack attempt of Demps. Eckerd with its first lead of the set. But back in 2011, Eckerd won that in the MacArthur Center in 5 sets. 15-13 was the score in the 5th set. At the time, Tampa was ranked #1 in the country and undefeated. There's great hustle by Hoffman to try to lay out and get that dig off the tip, but can't get to it. Actually, she gets to it, just can't punch it back into play. And we're tied at 5 on the kill by Dominguez. You have to pardon me, I'm getting over a head cold that lasted about 5 days. Nice pass. The set goes in the middle from Maurice to Karlovic, and Karlovic puts it away. Eckerd back ahead by 1 as Ariella Rio comes into the match for the first time for Madison Whiting, and she'll head to the service line. Rio, the team leader in service aces with 29. She averages .53%, just ahead of Fernanda Reese, who has 26 aces. Almost got an ace there. Ball quickly sent over, now sent back. Eckerd gets an opportunity, but we'll have to send a free ball over. And a nicely placed attack down the near sideline by Nicole Dominguez. Ties the set up at 6. Now Demps will serve. Rio's reception goes the wrong direction. And another free ball bumped over by Simpson. Here's Dominguez again on the attack. It's tipped, but slips through into the floor. Dominguez with 3 kills in the set already. And Tampa back ahead by 1. 3 kills on 3 attacks for Nicole Dominguez, the sophomore from Apopka. Demps again to serve. Spartans ahead by 1. There's Karlovic on the attack, and Karlovic puts away the kill on the slide behind the setter Reese. Now Boatwright will come in for the first time. Redner also back in. Boatwright to serve. There's Demps on the attack. Too far the back line, attack error. Eckerd back up by 1. And a back and forth first set thus far. Boatwright again, another line drive serve received by Ajmani. There's Simpson. And another slide attack and kill by Stephanie Karlovic as she found the opening in the back right corner of the Spartan defense. 3 kills now for the senior from Gurney, Illinois. Eckerd with a 2-point lead, its largest of the set. And Boatwright serves it into the net. That'll get a side out for the Spartans. Houghton back into the match as Dominguez will serve. Goes over to her left. Good pass by Rio. Here goes the set to Redner. Redner down the near sideline. Debs can't adjust her hands for the dig. Redner with her second kill. Eckerd back ahead by 2. Edelson, Karlovic to the service line. And she floats it into play. Set into the middle is blocked back by Meter. And a nicely done dump kill by the setter Mueller. On the second touch, she just punched it over. This is Fossler now to serve. 6'2" sophomore from Ocala. There's Meter, this time on the slide, hits it too far of the far sideline, and now we're tied at 10. Another short serve, Boat right there, the nice pass off the reception, and now Reese returns the favor on the second touch with her first kill of the night on the dump. Eckerd back up by 1. Whiting back in as Reese heads back to the service line. McElvaney on the reception. There's Reese for the dig. Set goes to Whiting. Whiting's attack is tipped and kept alive by Vogler. And there's a block on the attack from Houghton. Will probably go to Karlovic and Meter. Eckerd back up by 2. Reese runs up to the service line, lets it fly. McElvaney with the reception. Here's Houghton on the attack. Simpson there for the dig. Redner adjusting on the set behind her. McElvaney gets the dig. Back to Houghton. It goes in once again. Houghton hits it into the block of Meter. And this time Whiting. Actually, Whiting was in on the previous block as well, so that's back-to-back blocks for Meter and Whiting on attack attempts by Houghton. Eckerd now with its largest lead of the set at 3. There's Dominguez for the back row. Great dig by Simpson. She'll have to send a free ball over. Almost got a kill off of it. Here's Houghton trying to tip over the block, going for the back left corner. Just missed it, and now Eckerd leads by 4, resulting in the first time out of the set taken by the University of Tampa. So the Tritons with 4 straight points have built a 4-point lead here at 14-10. Eckerd's looked sharp thus far. Tritons hitting .400 in the set. 8 kills, 2 errors on 15 attempts. Tampa hitting minus .050 right now. 5 kills, 6 errors on 20 attempts. I said earlier that over the weekend, the Tritons really started to gain separation in their set wins at the South Region crossover right around the 18-20 rally mark. And that trend looks like it's continuing here tonight. We'll see what Tampa does out of the timeout. And longtime head coach Chris Kadanak in his 34th year. There's no question he knows what he's doing on the sideline. And if there's any adjustments that need to be made, you know he'll be able to make them. Tritons do have the momentum right now. Tampa called the timeout. Seeing if Spartans could adjust and break that momentum. Here's Reese again to serve. Nice dig by Simpson on the attack from Houghton. Here goes Redner on the attack, and Redner gets the kill. Slipped through the block attempt of Mueller. And Demps couldn't get her hands up quickly enough for the dig. Eckerd now up by 5. 5-point run for the Tritons behind Reese's service. Reese again goes to McElvaney on the serve. And there's a kill by Vogler? Yep, Vogler. And he'll finally get a side out for the Spartans and break Eckerd's run. However, the Tritons do have a 4-point lead with Mueller back at the service line. She had an ace in her first serve. Simpson there, though, for the reception this time. Here goes the set left side to Redner. Tips it over the block. Nice dig on the back by Mueller. Free ball over for Eckerd. Set in the middle to Meter, and Meter hits it into the solo block of Vogler. So now 2 straight points for the Spartans. Mueller tosses it up high with a lot of spin and misses the near sideline by a few feet. The Tritons back ahead by 4 as Hoffman and O'Farrell come back in. Hoffman to the service line. She comes from the right side, goes to the back. Set to Houghton, and it drops right in front of Fernanda Reese for the kill. Houghton, a 6-foot freshman from Austin, Florida. Back to the match is Ajmani. She'll serve coming from the middle. Hoffman with the reception. Reese now sets it left side. O'Farrell tipped and falls in right in front of a diving Mueller for the kill. Back to a 4-point lead now for the Tritons as the middles, Karlovics and Meter swap out. Simpson to serve. Mueller sets behind her to Demps, and Demps' attack is blocked by O'Farrell and Karlovics. That's the 4th block of this first set for the Tritons. Lead is back to 5. Here's Dominguez on the attack. Goes off the hands of Whiting and into the antenna, so that'll be another kill for Dominguez, her 4th of the set. Tampa back within 4 as McElvaney heads to serve. Reese sets to O'Farrell. O'Farrell has it blocked back. Simpson there, punches it back over. Here's Dominguez again. Simpson there for the dig. Reese sets back row Hoffman, and Hoffman gets the kill. That might be Hoffman's first attack attempt of the match. It is. Team leader in kills is Hoffman, averaging 4%. But being used sparingly so far in the first set, it hasn't really needed to be used because the Tritons have been very efficient on the attack, and that will force the second and final timeout of the set for the Spartans. Tritons will be on the road this weekend. They travel to Florida Tech on Friday, then Embry-Riddle on Saturday. Back at home here in the MacArthur Center next Tuesday to take on Florida Southern. Tritons so far led on the attack by Karlovics and Redner with 3 kills each. Tampa has 4 kills thus far from Dominguez. Tritons with a 5-point lead out of the timeout. Tampa now out of timeouts. Here's a Rio to serve. She came in during the timeout. Dominguez on the attack, tries to tip it over the block. Rio there for the dig. There's Karlovics on the slide and just in front of the back line fourth kill of the set for Stephanie Karlovic. 3 of those have come on that slide behind the setter Reese, and the Tritons now lead it by 6. It's one of 3 matches going on tonight in volleyball action in the Sunshine State Conference. Here's Rio again on the serve, grazes the top of the net. And a kill for Fossler. This is Jana Prilly coming into the match for the first time. She'll head to the service line, senior from Tampa. Knuckleball received by Simpson. Nice pass into the middle. And O'Farrell trying to tip it over the block. Didn't get it high enough. As Fossler puts that one down. 2 straight points for the Spartans out of the timeout. Kill by Fossler and a block by Fossler. They'll go to O'Farrell again. This time she'll go cross court. Nice dig, though, by the Spartans. Here's Dominguez on the attack. And Dominguez gets the kill. 3 straight points now for Tampa. And now Eckerd will call timeout to talk it over after their 6-point lead has been cut in half by 3 straight points from the Spartans. Embry-Riddle hosts Florida Tech tonight, talking about other games going on in conference play. And Palm Beach Atlantic, the top team in the conference, undefeated at 7-0 or 17-0, host Rollins. Conference standings pretty tight once you get outside of the top spot, or top couple of spots. PBA, of course, sits atop the conference, 17-0 overall, 9-0 in conference. Florida Southern is second at 7-1. St. Leo sits in third at 6-2. And then it's really a logjam. You have Berry at 4-4, Rollins at 4-5, Eckerd and Tampa both at 3-3. Still a lot of season left as we're only now approaching the halfway mark. Well, a lot can still happen. Still waiting, of course, for the first set of regional rankings to come out as well. Tritons helped their positioning with a good performance last weekend at the South Region crossover, but will need to follow that up with a strong performance this week in conference play. Lead is now down to 3. As Aprilli serves again. There's a set to Karlovic's on the slide. And that has been quite effective so far in the first set. Karlovic's 5th kill and 4th on that slide behind the setter Reese. That pushes the lead back to 4. And Boat right back in. She'll head to the service line. And nicely timed on the set to the middle. Fossler coming up behind the setter Mueller. Got there quick enough to not allow the Eckerd defense time to get into position. Lead back down to 3 as Dominguez serves. Nice pass in the middle, and on the second touch, Fernanda Reese sees the opening in the defense and puts it away for her 2nd kill. Lead back to 4. And Margot Balliette will come into the match for the first time, heading to the service line. Serves it at Demps. Demps with the reception. Mueller now sets it. Ball tipped and dug by Boatwright. Here's Redner on the attack. Nicely dug by Dominguez on the back row. There's a dig by Ario. Goes backwards on the attack attempt from Hufted. Redner again on the attack. This one will be too far the back line. And the point to Tampa, back within 3 now of the Spartans. Now Fossler to serve. Set goes to Redner. It's tipped and dug by Dominguez. And the point to Eckerd. as the attack was hit into the net, then touched again. And the R1 pointed the wrong direction initially. And now Coach Kadanek having a discussion with the floor official over that call. Triton's just 2 points away from taking the first set here, leading it by 4. We're back to Reese at the service line. Line drive serve, McElvaney with the reception. And Houghton puts away the kill. Simpson able to get her arms on it, but it went over toward the stands. Tritons couldn't get to it for a second pass. Now Mueller to serve, tosses it high again into the air. Simpson there for a good reception. Attack by Redner, blocked back. They'll go to Redner again. Redner's attack again blocked back, and go to Redner for a third time. And this time McKenzie will finally put it away for the kill. Dominguez had a dig on it. It went into the net, but no one could get a second touch. And now the Tritons sit at set point with Hoffman heading to the service line. And Hoffman's serve carries just far the back line for Eckerd's second service error of the set. Najmani back into the match to serve now for the Spartans. Women's basketball player Yarden Denan on her feet in front of the stands leading the cheers. Simpson has to punch over a mistimed set. Now Demps on the attack. And her attack just misses the far sideline. Eckerd takes set number 1 by the score of 25-21. We'll be back with set number 2 here in about 3 minutes from the MacArthur Center on the Triton Sports Network.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Notify an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
We can stop to make sure.
Just about ready to go with set number 2 here from the MacArthur Center. Tritons take set number 1, 25-21. Karlovics, perfect set for her. 5 kills on 5 attempts. Also had 2 block assists. Redner had 4 kills. Reese had 2 kills, 12 assists, 8 digs for Caitlin Simpson as the Tritons hit 294 in the first set. Tampa got 5 kills from Dominguez, 2 each from Fossler and Houghton. McElvaney led the back row defense with 4 digs. Hitting efficiency was the big difference in the first set. Tritons hit 294. Spartans only hit 086. Had 9 attack errors, did Tampa to Eckerd's 5. And of course, with that 4-point win of the set for Eckerd, that really turned out to be the difference. So 1 set down. And 2 to go for the Tritons as they look to beat the Spartans for the first time since 2011. It'll be Spartans serve as we begin the second set. Molly McElvaney at the service line. And she'll give Eckerd the first point of the set as she serves it into the net. That's how we started the first set as well, on a service error by Fernando Reese. Tritons lead the conference in aces, but actually had none in the first set. Reese to serve, Demps on the reception. Here goes the set to Dominguez. And Dominguez hits it into the block of Meter. And Whiting, as that block attempt lands just inside that near sideline. First 2 points of the second set go to the Tritons as Reese comes to the service line, lets it fly. Set to Demps on the right side, and this time Demps will get the kill as the block attempt from from Meter deflects off the antenna. Demps to serve as she'll now come into your picture from the bottom of the screen. There's a back row attack by O'Farrell, and O'Farrell puts that one down with authority just outside the reach of McElvaney. Hoffman back into the match for the Tritons. Eckerd leading 3-1 early in set number 2. There's a set to Dominguez. Dominguez tries to go cross court. Carries way too far of that far sideline, even over the Tritons logo on the floor, and Eckerd off to a 4-1 lead here in set number 2. Assistant coach Marcus Dos Santos gives them the zone to serve to, and Hoffman puts it there. There's Hoffman with a nice dig on the attack from Fossler. Now O'Farrell on the attack as it deflects off the block and falls onto the floor just in front of a diving Demps for the kill. Eckerd off to a 5-1 lead in set number 2, and that will result in an early Spartan timeout. Take a look at the other 2 matches going on in conference play, or attempt to. First looking in at Palm Beach Atlantic and Rollins. There in the second set there, PBA took the first set 25-17, leads in the second set 7-6. And currently I don't have a report from Embry-Riddle. I should be able to get that pretty quickly. And we've mentioned it before on this volleyball broadcast. We'll mention it again. On November 9th, we'll have the unveiling of the brand new look for EckerdTritons.com. Looking forward to unveiling that on November 9th. In Daytona, it's Embry-Riddle leading 1-0. They won the first set from Florida Tech 25-17. And they currently lead the second set 8-6. Also some men's soccer action going on tonight. Out of the timeout. Tampa will look to break the momentum, and they'll do it as Mueller gets the kill on the second touch. Second time tonight she's done that. Doesn't use two hands, just takes her left hand and punches it over. Here's Dominguez to serve from the left side of the floor. Nice pass on the reception by Simpson. Here's Whiting on the attack, and Whiting gets the kill. And she hits it through the block attempt of Fossler. 6-2 lead for the Tritons here in set number 2. Simpson will serve. As the reception goes over the net, Tritons try to put it away. It's blocked back. Now here's Hoffman from the back row, dug by Demps. Again, Mueller tries to put it away on the second touch. This time the Tritons are in position. And Hoffman with a little top spin on that ball from the back row. Drops it right into the middle of the defense. Demps lays out but can't come up with a dig. And the Tritons now lead it by 5. Simpson back to the service line. 15 aces so far on the season for the senior. There's her 14th service error, though. She tries to go short, but hits it into the net. Lead still at 4 for the Tritons. Almost said Spartans for the Tritons. Fossler to serve now. Reset it into the middle to Karlovics. And Eckerd will get the kill. I believe there was a line violation on Tampa on that attack, as I'm not sure the ball was in play, but I did see some net movement. Now Rio back into the match. She'll serve here for Eckerd. She comes in for Whiting. She goes near side to McElvaney. And there's a kill for Houghton as she slips it through the block attempt of Reese and Karlovics. Now Mueller to serve. And the reception by Rio goes right over the net to Houghton as she puts down her second consecutive kill. Tampa back within 3. Here's Karlovics, tries to punch it over on the mistimed set. Can't get it over high enough. Vogler, the reach of Vogler, and Vogler with 2 hands just touches it down for the block. Eckerd led by 5 early, 7-2, but now Tampa's pulled back within 2. Again, Mueller tosses the ball high. Here's Simpson for a good reception. Nice dig by Dominguez on the attack from O'Farrell. Now here's Houghton again, deflects off the top of the net. Simpson lays out for the dig. O'Farrell's attack is blocked back. Now Hoffman from the back row, and Hoffman with a nicely placed attack. Puts it just inside that back left corner, her back right corner, and Eckerd back up by 3. Got a much needed point there. As the Spartans had some momentum rolling their way. Boat right back in and will serve here. Demps punches it over. And Reese trying to put it away on the second touch, but Vogler, or rather Demps, was there. Ball went right into her hands and down to the floor for another block. Well, the Spartans again back within 2. And Ajmani will serve. And again, another reception. The pass goes over the net right to the Tampa middles, and they're able to put away another kill. And the Spartans back within 1. Triton struggling a little bit right now with getting good passes off serves. Najmani serve this time, a good reception by Simpson. There's Redner on the attack, goes for the back line too far, and now Tampa has overcome an early 5-point deficit to tie the set up at 9. Tritons have led the entire way this set, but now Tampa can take its first lead of the set. Won't be able to do it, though, as Ajmani serves it into the net. The Tampa roster almost exclusively Florida players. Now, one from Romania, one from Georgia, one from Colorado Springs, and one from the U.S. Virgin Islands. Everybody else a native of Florida. Here's Karlovic to serve. And the attack from Dominguez, nicely placed right over the block of Eckerd and into the empty space behind the block, tied now at 10. McIlvaney will serve. There's a meter on the attack, dug by Mueller. Now Demps will try to punch it over the block. There's Boatwright in the right spot for the dig. Redner's attack, dug by Ajmani. Quick punch over for Tampa, and Eckerd can't keep it alive. Spartans take their first lead of the set. Eckerd had things going their way early. Tampa has now taken the lead. There's Redner on the attack. Dominguez there for the dig. Set to Dominguez, tips it over the block and just in front of a diving Ariel Ario. As Tampa seems to have found its rhythm here in set number 2, and that will result in an Eckerd timeout. Eckerd led it 7-2 early in the first set, or the second set rather. And now Tampa has come back, taken points on 10 of the last 13 rallies and leads it by 2. Tampa's coming into the match on a 5-match winning streak. Picked up a pair of conference wins early in October at Embry-Riddle, at Florida Tech, both in 5 sets. And then we mentioned earlier what they did at the South Region crossover. Other conference win came against Lynn in straight sets. They've lost at Florida Southern in 5 sets, lost at PBA in 3 sets, lost at Rollins in 4, and they lost at home to St. Leo in straight sets. Now, most of Tampa's losses in conference have come on the road. They'll try to avoid that here against Eckerd as we're back in action, and Redner breaks the serve with a nice kill. She goes cross court just inside the sideline on her right side. Here's Reese to serve. Nicely done by Tampa on the quick set to Fossler. Coming from the left over into the middle. Eckerd couldn't shift fast enough to defend that one. Nicely executed by the Spartans. Their lead's back to 2. And there's the second ace of the match for the Spartans as Aprilli comes into the match to serve and does her job, lead now to 3 to Tampa, for Tampa. Match is their largest of the match. They had an early 4-1 lead in the first set. Here's Aprilli again to serve, and another ace as it dives right out of the air just in front of Simpson and Boatwright. Boatwright lays out, but the ball just reflects off her hands and over into the Triton bench. So this one is slowly but consistently shifted in Tampa's favor here in set number 2. The Tritons need to break Aprilli's serve. Eckerd gets a little help there as Aprilli serves it into the net. Now the Tritons will need to get a little bit of a run themselves and tie this one back up. Can't afford to give Tampa much more of a cushion. There's Hoffman to serve. Nice dig by Simpson on the attack for Dominguez. Here's Hoffman from the back end. Hoffman puts away the kill. They left her a gap in the back of the defense. Ajmani trying to shift over to her right, get the dig, couldn't do it. Eckerd back within 2. Here's Hoffman on the serve. Ajmani, nice pass into the middle. There's an attack by Dominguez, tipped and dug. Hoffman from the back, dug by McIlvaney. Dominguez again from the left side. This time, her attack is blocked by Meter and Whiting. Eckerd back within 1. Tritons were strong on the block in the first set. Tampa's managed to avoid it for the most part here in set number 2, though. But now Eckerd can tie the set back up on this serve from Hoffman. There's Fossler on the slide behind the setter, Mueller. Triton's able to shift with it, force her to try to go cross court. She goes too far. We're tied now at 15. 3 straight points for Eckerd. And Simpson with the kill on the second touch. There's Dominguez on the attack, and she hits it into the block of Madison Whiting. Eckerd now with 5 straight points. The Tritons retake the lead, and Tampa calls timeout. This has been an exciting back and forth set. Eckerd jumped out to a 5-point lead early. And Tampa fought back, took points on a 10 of 13 rallies, on a series of 10 of 13 rallies, went up by 3. Now Eckerd has responded with 5 straight points. Tritons lead at 17-15 here in set number 2. Eckerd did win the first set, 25-21. Dominguez now up to 8 kills for the Spartans, 4 each for Houghton and Fossler. Eckerd led by Karlovics with 6 kills, 5 from Redner and 4 from Hoffman. Reese with 20 assists, Simpson into double digits, and Diggs now with 10. Tritons hitting .302 on the match. Spartans have picked their attack efficiency up here in the second set. Don't have their attack numbers for the set, but they're up to 123 for the match. But Tampa uses its final timeout. Eckerd has 1 left. And Hoffman serves again. Eckerd looking for its 6th straight point. Won't be able to get it as the Spartans once again seem to have that attack down, as Fossler will come over from the left side on a quick set into the middle by Mueller and put it away. Simpson was in position but couldn't get a pass up. Tritons have to hustle to keep that one alive. Hoffman on the back row attack. Dominguez there for the easy dig. There's Fossler on the attack, blocked back. Dominguez sets it for Houghton. Nice dig by Simpson. Now for the back row, Hoffman. Too far on the back line. We're tied at 17. Now Tampa wanted to break that Eckerd momentum in the timeout, and that's what they've done. Tied at 17 is Dominguez to serve. And Meter hits it into the net on the quick set from Reese. So now 3 straight points for the Spartans. Tampa back up by 1. Dominguez again to serve. This time the set goes to O'Farrell, and O'Farrell gets the kill. Demps hustles over to the substitution line. She'll come in for Aprilli. We're tied once again at 18. Good turnout tonight here in the MacArthur Center. Been a fun environment. Here's Simpson to serve, floats it short. Dominguez comes up for the reception. Now Houghton on the attack, and there's a solo block by Madison Whiting. Triton's now back up by 1. What an exciting set this one's been. Here's Simpson on the serve. And the Spartans will tie the set up again on the kill from Fossler. Got a little bit of a break there as her attack from this angle at least looked like it was going to be outside the line, but the Tritons in position for the block. Deflected off, I believe that was Karlovic's hand, and fell down. Casey Reynolds comes into the match to serve. Senior from Fort Myers. This is her first appearance tonight. Here's O'Farrell on the attack, and O'Farrell gets the kill as she puts it right in front of Reynolds. Fossler will come right back into the match. Replacing Reynolds, and now Rio will go to the service line. Fossler comes back off on the middle swap out. Here's Houghton on the attack. Tritons can't keep it alive as the ball actually got stuck on Reese's leg. Karlovic's reached over, tried to punch it up, but couldn't get it out. And we're tied at 20. Now Mueller to serve. Here's O'Farrell. There's O'Farrell with another kill. Abby O'Farrell has really stepped it up late here in this set. Triton's back ahead by 1 as she'll come off the floor for Boatwright. Boatwright will serve. O'Farrell now with 6 kills in the match. That ties her with Karlovic's for the team lead. Boatwright gets the go-ahead to put it into play just over the top of the net. And a double touch on the set attempt by Mueller. Tritons lead it by 2. That is the first double contact call tonight for either team. Shows you the fundamentals that both teams are playing with. Here's a set to Demps. Simpson almost comes up with a nice dig. But it falls to the floor too quickly before anyone can get there for a second touch. Lead back to 1 for Eckerd as Ajmani back in to serve. Boatwright on the reception. Here's Reese setting it back to Boatwright from the back row. McElvaney there for the dig. And nicely done by Vogler in the middle. Didn't hit that one hard. Actually used her shoulders turned directly at her center. She used her backhand to quickly tap it over. Now we're tied at 22. Here's Boatwright for the back row, and just too far the back line, so Tampa moves back in front. And that'll result in Eckerd's last time out of the set. Tritons went up 22-20, but 3 straight points for the Spartans as Tampa ahead 23-22 as we near the end of set number 2. Triton men's soccer in action tomorrow night at Johnson Field as they take on Florida Southern. 7 o'clock kickoff there. Of course, we'll have that one here on the Triton Sports Network. Then on Saturday, it's senior day for the Triton women's soccer team as they take on number 7, Nova Southeastern. Also a 7 o'clock start there. And as always, you can keep up with all things Triton athletics on our social media outlets. We're on Facebook and Instagram at Eckerd Tritons, and on Twitter at EC Tritons. And a highly important couple of rallies coming up here. Tampa leads by 1, looking to even this matchup at 1 set apiece. Ajmani will go back to the service line out of the timeout. Both teams again out of timeouts. We'll see if Eckerd's last timeout will break the momentum. Here's Karlovic's on the slide, and she gets the kill. Tampa shifted like they knew it was coming or saw it coming. But Karlovic was still able to slip it through the block and get the kill. Now Margot Ballier in to serve. We're tied 23-23. Mueller set to Dominguez. There's Hoffman there for the dig on the attack just over the net. Free ball opportunity here for the Tritons. Reese set to Hoffman. But it's an error as it grazes the top of the net and carries too far. That'll put Tampa now at set point. McIlvaney will serve here with her team looking to even the matchup at 1 set each. And gets the zone. And it was a tip on the attack. Well, the point goes to the Tritons on the kill by Hoffman. Tampa not arguing that, so apparently it was a tip. The attack missed the line, but apparently it was tipped. So now we'll go into extra points here in this set as Reese heads to the service line. Tritons would love to get a win here and go up 2-0. Got to get 2 straight points here to do it. Here's Dominguez, tips it over the block. Hoffman there for the dig. Now Boatwright for the back row and just misses the line. Now Tampa is at set point once more. And this is a bad spot for Eckerd to be in as Jen Aprilli comes back into the match. Tritons have had some trouble with her serve this set. She's got a pair of aces. Reese sets behind a Whiting. Whiting's attack is tipped and kept alive, but a free ball opportunity for the Tritons. They'll go to Hoffman, and Hoffman will slide the kill. No. Yes. It was tipped. It is a kill. And Coach Kadenek, I don't think cared much for that call. I was leaning back, and I didn't get a look at that back line. I thought the ball was in off the attack. Apparently it was not. But the tip call will stand. We're tied at 25. Now Hoffman will serve. But Coach Kadenek still pleading his case with the floor official. And now one of the assistant coaches from Tampa having a discussion. I believe a yellow card has been issued to that assistant. I would tell you who it is, but Tampa has a few assistants on their roster. And I couldn't tell you who that is. So a yellow card apparently was issued. And now Hoffman to serve. Mueller, quick set to Fossler, and Fossler puts away the kill. Fossler has been really tough to handle on those quick sets. She doesn't get up very high, but she gets up quickly and hits the ball with enough force. And if your defense doesn't shift quickly enough, and Eckerd hasn't been able to, she'll be able to put away the kill. Here's Dominguez to serve. Third set point of the set for the Spartans. Set goes to O'Farrell, who came back in, and this time O'Farrell hits it into the block as Tampa will even the setup, or even the matchup at 1 set apiece with a 27-25 win here in set number 2. We'll step away for about 8 minutes and come back with the third set from the MacArthur Center here on the Triton Sports Network.
My name is Megan, and I'm a junior here at Eckerd College. One of the things I do is give campus tours. People are always impressed by our facilities, by the beach, by the beauty of the campus, and by St. Petersburg. But the best way to get to know Eckerd is through the people here, because they're just amazing.
Eckerd students are different. They come from all over the U.S., all over the world, and have all different kinds of interests. But at the core, they all share some basic characteristics. Eckerd students are creative, independent, friendly, and open. The Eckerd experience starts with a sense of community that is created from day one.
Eckerd here is definitely a family. You don't just see it on the brochure, they actually live it. You can feel it as soon as you get here. My name's Kendall Roberts. I'm from South Florida. I major in communication and minor in sociology. I'm on the basketball team here. So I'm an RA, which is a resident advisor in the dorms here on campus. I love it. It gives me a chance to meet so many new people on campus and make so many connections. You keep an eye on everybody, make sure everybody's safe, and everybody's in a good place.
Autumn term is something that is very unique to Eckerd. It takes place 3 weeks before every fall semester and allows new students the chance to get acclimated to college life. Faculty and residential life staff give their undivided attention to these new students during this intense orientation, which includes academic coursework, faculty mentoring, campus activities, and community service. Eckerd urges all students to get out of their comfort zone. For most, that means traveling abroad, traveling anywhere from Europe to China to explore academic possibilities and professional goals.
My name is Aya, and I came from Tokyo, Japan. I came to Eckerd to major in marine science. Marine science program at Eckerd offers you so many opportunities, hands-on experience. We will go out in the ocean and have sample collections every week. My path changed when I took a summer internship at Massachusetts General Hospital organized by Eckerd alumni. I learned that I love research, I love being in the laboratories, and Eckerd offered me this opportunity that completely changed my career path.
All the faculty members here at Eckerd, they make an effort to get to know you. In my case with Dani, it's been very different because I feel that she's more like a member of my family.
Dani! Hola Maria, pasa! At Eckerd, that is one of the cornerstones of our program, the mentoring program that we offered. We develop relationships for life. One of the activities that I do with my students is I invite them once a semester to my house for a cooking day. You want to help me with flipping the flan? Yeah. Takes 2 people. We cook different foods from Latin American countries and Spain. They get to laugh and talk about life with each other, and there's something very positive about sharing a meal together outside our everyday environment here on campus.
When I first got to Eckerd and first stepped on campus, I was speechless. Breathtaking, just absolutely breathtaking. The people on campus and how they're smiling. There's zero excludability on campus. I am wearing no shoes. I could walk around no shoes, wearing a straw hat, and no one will bat an eye. No one will think you're weird. A couple of my favorite things to do is go to the waterfront, maybe take out a kayak, maybe a paddleboard, roll around on my longboard, go to South Beach, hang out with my friends, go to Kappa Field, toss around a Frisbee. I can already see how this is a college that changed lives. It's already changing mine.
That's Eckerd College. People call it paradise here for a reason. And Eckerd students, how to describe them? They march the beat of their own drum. And Eckerd definitely helps them to do just that. There's a whole world at Eckerd, and once you've found that world here, be ready to take on the world out there.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Just about ready to get going with set number 3 as we're tied 1 set apiece. Eckerd won the first set from Tampa 25-21, and Tampa came back from a deficit, early 5-point deficit, and won this second set 27-25. Both teams looking to even up their conference mark, 4-4. And work into a better position in the regional rankings that'll be out soon. Starters this set for Tampa will be Dominguez, Demps, Alexandra Mishka, who I believe will be making her first appearance, Taylor Fossler, Sammy Mueller, Caitlin Ajmani, and Molly McElvaney, the libero. For Eckerd, it'll be Stephanie Karlovic, Abby O'Farrell, Madison Whiting, Fernanda Reese, Paula Hoffman, Peyton Meter, and the libero, Caitlin Simpson, who will open the set up with the serve. Here's Demps on the attack, and Demps starts things off for Tampa in the third set with a kill. Now McElvaney to serve. Here's Hoppin on the attack for the back row. Nice dig by Mueller. Demps again on the attack. This time Hoffman there for the dig. Here's O'Farrell trying to go cross court, but Dominguez there for the dig. Now Dominguez will get the attack. Tips it over the block. O'Farrell with a nice dig. Free ball sent over by Simpson. And nicely done by Demps as she tips it over the block. Simpson came running up thinking it would be short. But Demps tipped it into the area that Simpson vacated. And there's a point for Eckerd on the kill. Nope, correction. They did not give that to Eckerd. They said that was an attack error. As I think Whiting's attack went off the antenna, and now Eckerd called for being out of rotation. So a 4-0 start to the set. For Tampa here in the third set. And Tritons finally get on the board. Now, the thing we've learned so far, the team that has gotten off to the hotter start in the first two sets didn't win. Tampa had an early 4-1 lead in the first set, lost the set. Eckerd had an early 7-2 lead in the second set and lost it. Here's Dominguez on the attack, and she places it nicely down the near sideline for a kill. So the Spartans off to a good start here in set number 3 as Demps will serve. Reese sets it, back row attack for Hoffman. McElvaney with the dig. Free ball, though, sent over for Eckerd. There's Karlovic trying to tip it over the block. It's punched back, another free ball for Eckerd. Here's O'Farrell on the attack. Second pass sent over. They'll go back to O'Farrell from the left side. Demps with the dig this time. Now Dominguez on the attack. And Dominguez gets the kill as it deflects off the hands of Fernando Reese. So 6 of the first 7 points of this second set have gone to Tampa. There's Karlovic on the slide, and she gets the kill. That's been effective all night long. The Spartans have not been able to defend that. Tampa thought that ball was out. But apparently it was right on the line. Tritons now down by 4. Boatwright to serve. Here with the set to Fossler. Great dig there by Ario. Now Redner on the attack, and she gets the kill as it deflects off the block. It falls in front of the rest of the Spartan players. Boatwright serve just grazes the top of the net. Here's Demps from the back row, and Demps with the attack error. She misses the back left corner. Her back left, your back right for the vantage point you're watching this from. Now Eckerd back within 2. Boatwright again serves. Eckerd still looking for its first ace. Here's Dominguez on the attack, but hits it into the net, and Eckerd now back within 1. 4 straight points for the Tritons. And Boatwright this time serves it into the net. Eckerd won't tie it on that rally. Back to a 2-point lead for the Spartans. Houghton comes back in. As Dominguez, it looks like, will head to the service line. Set goes to Redner, tipped and dug by McElvaney. Now Houghton on the attack, tries to go to the near sideline as her momentum carried her that way with the set slightly behind her. Can't put it in play. Eckerd back within 1 as Karlovic will serve. And I'm pretty sure, as Eckerd gets his first ace of the night, I'm pretty sure I'm turning the wrong knob down when I clear my throat. So if I am, I apologize for clearing my throat right in your ear. We'll try another knob next time. Like I said, getting over a cold lasted about 5 days. Here's Houghton on the attack and puts it just out of the reach of a diving Ariel Rio. It's kill number 6 of the night for Houghton. And Reese gets the kill on the second touch. Her third kill of the night on that play right there. Tritons tie it up 8-8. Reese to serve now. Pass off the serve goes over. But Tampa will walk away with the point as Eckerd called for double contact. Tritons missed an opportunity there. The serve was sent back on the pass from the reception. May have caught Eckerd a little bit off guard as Eckerd wasn't able to really get into position. Here's Mueller to serve as she again throws that ball way into the air with a lot of topspin. And the Tritons will have to send a free ball over. Now correction, they'll end up with the kill as Simpson punches it into the back right corner. Dominguez backpedaling, trying to get to it. Her pass actually went behind her, and Eckerd, or rather Tampa couldn't get a good second pass off of it. That's 2 kills tonight for Simpson. It's not often you can say your libero has multiple kills. We're tied again at 9. And Hoffman's serve carries just too far the back line for the error. That's the 6th service error of the night for Eckerd. Only 1 ace. Now Ajmani on the serve. And the attack by Whiting is dug, but goes right back over the net and lands on the wrong side of the line. Another kill for Madison Whiting. And the Tritons again tie the set back up at 10. That's kill number 3 for the senior from Lithia, Florida. Now Simpson will serve, coming from the left side as she comes into the screen. Almost got an ace off of it. Eckerd will get a free ball. Set in the middle to Karlovics. Now Dominguez on the attack, dug by Simpson. We go to Karlovics again, and Karlovics will get the kill. As Eckerd caught a bit of a break there, that ball was going to sail wide of the line, but Dominguez stuck her arm out to try to dig it. It deflected off of her left arm. Karlovics with her 9th kill of the match, and Eckerd now moves ahead by 1. First lead of the set for the Tritons, if I'm not mistaken. And Simpson with a knuckleball serve tries to go to the near sideline. Misses as Eckerd commits now its 7th service error of the set, or of the match rather. That in itself is not too bad of a number, but Tritons only have 1 ace to show for their aggressive serving. There's Karlovics as she hits it into the net, coming behind the setter Reese into the middle. So Tampa retakes control now at 12-11. Farrell will have to adjust, and she'll get the kill anyway. She wasn't even able to jump. She had to stop her momentum. Instead of coming up to the net, just had to stay where she was. But the ball deflected off the block attempt of Tampa and fell down to the floor. That's O'Farrell's 8th kill of the evening. And Ariella Rio back into the match to serve. Free ball sent over. Another near ace for the Tritons. And here's Karlovic sliding behind the setter. Reese, that one dug by McIlvaney, went over. It almost resulted in a point. Now O'Farrell on the attack. It's blocked back. Hoffman there to keep it alive. Free ball sent over now by Hoffman. Mueller with a quick set into the middle to Fossler, and Fossler finds the opening in the Triton defense and puts it down to the hardwood. This has been a very fun match to watch. Both teams really playing well. Here's O'Farrell on the attack. Nice dig on the back row by Ajmani, and it'll end with a kill by Dominguez. Boy, it looked like Eckerd was about to put that kill away and tie the set back up. And Ajmani came up with a good dig. And Dominguez puts the kill down. Aprilli with the serve again. As knuckleball carries too far the back line. Eckerd back within one. Dominguez now with 11 kills on the evening. 10 kills on the evening. Boatwright into the match to serve. Simpson there with the dig. Now Karlovic on the attack, and Karlovic with yet another kill. We're tied back up at 14. Boatwright again to serve. Najmani with the reception. Here's Dominguez. Her attack is blocked back by Redner and Karlovic. And falls inside the back right corner as Eckerd now retakes the lead at 15-14. Holy cow, what a great match this has been. Free ball set over on a collision on the second pass attempt by Tampa. They're able to regroup and get a point off of it on the dump. Tampa gets the kill on the second touch, and we're tied back up at 15. This is Dominguez to serve. Set to Redner, and Redner gets the kill. That is McKenzie's 7th kill of the evening. Eckerd back ahead by 1 here in the third set. Karlovic to serve. She has the team's only ace of the match. There's Redner. Her attack is tipped and dug. But a line violation will be called on Aprilli, as she had to lay out for the second pass. Her momentum carried her over the center line. Triton's now ahead by 2. Neither team has burned a timeout yet this set. Karlovic will serve again. There's Houghton on the attack. Great dig by Rio. But Tampa will get the point on what was going to be called double contact, but the setter Reese was there. Boatwright came over behind her, made contact with her. And I think that caused the mistake. There's Redner on the attack, and Redner gets the kill as she hits it off the Tampa block, and it falls just in front of Ajmani on the back row. Now Reese will serve. Eckerd back ahead by 2. And a quick set into the middle to Mishka. Mishka had the gap in the back of the defense, but hits it too far the back line. Eckerd leads by 3 now, and Tampa will call its first timeout of the set. Now, the trend has been so far that the team that races out to the early lead doesn't win the set. Tampa had a 4-1 lead early in the first set. Eckerd came back and won that one. The Tritons, in turn, had a 7-2 lead to open things up in set number 2. Tampa, of course, came back to win that one. And here in the third set, the Spartans got off to a 6-1 start. And now Tritons have fought back and lead it by 3. This set, of course, far from over. But those of us pulling for Eckerd will hope that trend line continues. Dominguez leading the Spartan attack with 11 kills. Fossler has 8, 6 for Houghton and 5 for Demps. McElvaney into double digits in digs with 12 for Eckerd. The Tritons are led by Karlovic with 10 kills. Redner and O'Farrell each have 8. Looking at the team stats, Triton still have the advantage. .258 to 169. Out of the timeout. Tritons try to keep the pressure on. Here's Whiting on the attack, tips it over the block. Mueller laying out with the dig. Now here's Houghton on the attack. It's blocked back, set over. Great pancake dig by Simpson. Houghton again, Simpson with another dig. Here's Boatwright for the back row, right at McElvaney. Back to Houghton it goes. And this one falls in between Simpson and Boatwright for a point. Resets behind a Meter. Meter got there a little too quick and had to adjust. And another kill for Tampa pulls the Spartans back within one as Mishka puts it away. Tritons had pulled ahead by 3. 2 points in a row, though, for the Spartans out of the timeout, and they can tie on this rally. Here's Boatwright from the back. Drops it right in front of McElvaney. Another great pancake dig by Simpson. Here's Redner on the attack. It's tipped and dug. Set goes to Houghton, blocked back, kept alive. Now to Demps, and Demps will get the kill. Triton's calling for double contact, won't get the call. So 3 straight points for the Spartans, ties the set, and now Eckerd will call its first timeout. Now the Tritons pulled ahead by 3. Tampa called a timeout, rolled off 3 straight points. We'll see if Eckerd can return the favor here, calling a timeout after Tampa has rallied to tie the set up at 19. Well, it's really hard not to feel like this set is going to be very crucial to the outcome. Let's see if the Tritons can get a side out of the timeout. He'll get a free ball chance here. Here's Redner. Her attack is tipped, dug by McElvaney. Houghton on the attack, it's blocked and falls in for a point as Whiting and Meter combine for the block. To be honest, I thought that landed on the other side of the line, but I think it might have made contact with Houghton. That's the 10th block of the evening for the Tritons, back ahead by 1 now as Hoffman comes in to serve. Temp's reception goes up high near the rafters. She'll get the set. Had a gap in the back of the defense, but it carried too far the back line. Tritons got a fortunate break there as she had plenty of room in that back left corner. They'll serve it at Demps. Set goes to Houghton. It's tipped. Hoffman in position, but can't get a pass off the attack. Now Ajmani comes in to serve. Here's O'Farrell. Her attack is tipped, dug by Ajmani. And Dominguez with the kill as she goes down the near sideline. Hoffman lays out, tries to come up with a pass. Can't do it. We're tied again at 21. Tritons have struggled a little bit at times with Ajmani and Aprilli at the service line. Whiting will get the set, and Whiting will get the kill as it deflects off the Tampa block and over near the stands. Simpson to serve. She goes down the near sideline. Here is Dominguez. And a nicely placed ball by Nicole Dominguez. Didn't hit it hard, just hit it perfectly into the gap. She's got 13 kills now. Averages 2.79% on the season. Set goes to O'Farrell. Now back to Dominguez it goes. This one blocked back. But apparently the ball went into the net, didn't go into the block of Eckerd. That'll be an attack error on Dominguez. Tritons up by 1, and Tampa will call its final timeout. Oh, the lead official has a much better angle on that. Very better view of that than I do, obviously, from up here. I thought it hit the hands of the Tritons. Block attempt, it went back into Dominguez, but apparently it went off the top of the net and back into Dominguez. So Eckerd 2 points away from taking a 2-1 lead in this match. The Tritons looking to defeat Tampa for the first time since 2011. Taking a look to see when the last time that Eckerd and Tampa went to 5 sets was. It might have been that match in 2011. Actually, they went to 5 sets both times they faced off in 2012. Tampa won both of those matches, of course, including one in the MacArthur Center that went 17-15 in the fifth set. We will hope, of course, that this one doesn't go 5, that it goes 4, and the Tritons will win the third and the fourth. Here's a Rio to serve. And boy, that attack, just like the Tritons attack on Karlovic sliding behind the setter, Reese has been effective. That particular set right there from Mueller to Fossler sliding over into the middle, or just moving over into the middle, has been highly effective. Tied at 23 now, as it looks like Aprilli into serve. It's hard to see the numbers on the front of the jerseys from this far away. Here's Karlovic. And a free ball set over by the Tritons on 2 quick reactions by Simpson and a Rio. Now Farrell on the attack, but hits it into the net, and now Tampa has it at set point. Oh, the Tritons have had their opportunities, but now Tampa can take a 2-1 lead here on this rally. Aprilli to serve. See if the Tritons can force this set into extra points. Here's Hoppin from the back row. And Fossler puts away the kill on the quick set into the middle. Tritons had their opportunities, but Tampa reverses momentum late and moves ahead 2 sets to 1 with a 25-23 set 3 win. We'll be back with set number 3 momentarily here on the Triton Sports Network, so stay with us.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
Get in the way and disrupt the situation.
Who defy an authority.
Or walk them home safely.
We can change the language around rape.
We can make campuses safer for our teammates, our friends, and our classmates.
We cannot be bystanders.
Taking action isn't always easy, but it's on us
to intervene.
Because we can. Learn more and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
It's now win or go home, or at least to the locker room since we are at home for the Tritons as we head to set number 4. Eckerd took the first set 25-21, but the Spartans have come back and won sets 2 and 3 by the narrow margin of 2 points, 27-25 and 25-23. So Tampa holds a 2-1 lead. They're led by Nicole Dominguez with 13 kills. Fossler has 10. Houghton has 8. The Tritons are led by Karlovics with 10 kills, 8 each for Redner and O'Farrell. Eckerd hitting .225 in the match. Spartans hitting .187. It will be Tampa's serve out of the timeout as we begin the set. And Mueller to serve. There's Redner on the attack. Blocked back, kept alive by the Tritons. And the attack by Hoffman falls in for a kill as it grazes the white of the net and falls in the middle of the Spartan defense. It's Whiting, Meter, Redner, Hoffman, Karlovics, Reese, and Simpson to start the set for Eckerd. I'll bring you Tampa starters as soon as they show up on my screen. There's an attack and a kill by Mishka in the middle. We're tied at 1. Tampa's starters this set are Demps, Mishka, Hoffman, Dominguez, Fossler, Mueller, and McElvaney. Now into the match is Ajmani to serve. Whiting on the attack, tipped. And a free ball sent over. Go back to Whiting. This time Whiting hits it into the block of Dominguez and Mishka. And Tampa with the early 2-1 lead as Ajmani heads back to serve once more. Here's Hoffman on the attack, tipped and dug by McElvaney. Now Dominguez goes near side, and Eckerd can't come up with the attack as I believe Boatwright there is in position for the dig, but it deflected over on the opposite side of the floor in front of the net. Hoffman hustled over, trying to keep it alive, but was unable to do so. Hoffman hits it into the block of Demps and Mishka. And Tampa races out to a 4-1 lead here in set number 4, prompting an Eckerd timeout. Now we'll see if the Tritons can right the ship out of the timeout, as the Spartans have raced out to a 4-1 lead. Tritons struggling with the service right now of Ajmani. Here's Hoffman. Her attack is sent back. Now Simpson tries to put it over quickly on the first touch. Dominguez tipping it over the block. It's sent back. Spartans able to keep it alive. And Demps, the ball that kept getting sent back and forth. First touch on her side, punched it over just inside of the sideline on the right. 5-1 Tampa in the the fourth set. There's Hoffman on the attack as whoa. Thought that ball was in, but apparently not. So just like the third set, Tampa off to a 6-1 lead. Into the middle, Meter's attack is tipped. And a free ball opportunity for the Tritons. Here's Hoffman. And Hoffman's attack attempt is blocked by Mishka and Demps. And right now, the Spartans have all the momentum behind the service of Ajmani. Here's Hoffman again. And just misses that back line. 8-1 Tampa, as O'Farrell will come back in, replacing Hoffman. Here's Whiting on the attack, tipped, and it finally falls in for an Eckerd kill. The Tritons finally break the serve of Ajmani, and Simpson will head to the service line. Still plenty of time for the Tritons to come back here. Lots of points remaining in this set. Dominguez on the reception, quick set into the middle to Mishka, as it just rolls off her fingertips and into the middle of the Triton defense. Tampa having a lot of success right now attacking from the middle. I don't know what Coach Kadanek has found in the Eckerd defense, but he has certainly been able to exploit it. This is McElvaney to serve. Set to O'Farrell. McElvaney there for the dig. Here's Dominguez. Her attack is tipped and dug by Boatwright. Now to O'Farrell, and O'Farrell will get the kill as Dominguez sticks her left hand out to try to dig it, but it deflects over the Tampa bench. Ariella Rio comes into the match and will serve. Hard to believe, but the Tritons have one ace tonight. Team that leads the conference in aces. Got to give a lot of credit to Tampa and their serve reception. Here's O'Farrell on the attack, and O'Farrell gets the kill. Now, the only way to get back into this set is 1 point at a time. And Eckerd gets one there on the kill from O'Farrell. There goes the set left side to Dominguez. Good dig by Simpson, and a free ball sent over. Set to Demps. Nice dig there by Rio. Now O'Farrell on the attack. And she gets the kill as she drops it right into the middle of the Spartan defense. Dominguez, good effort there, laying out. Sent it to Demps, but not high enough. Demps tried the kick save, but couldn't keep it up. Lead down to 4, Rio to serve. And once again, Tampa with that quick set into the middle as Fossler slides over. Tritons have just had no answer for that tonight. There's Aprilli into the match to serve. Karlovic's on the slide, and she'll get the kill. Tritons have had a lot of success on that as well. Karlovic's with 11 kills now. Eckerd back within 4 as O'Farrell heads to serve. Here's Dominguez on the attack. And she'll get the kill. The ball went down on the hardwood anyway, but it was stopped before Eckerd could even attempt to make a pass, as Eckerd was whistled for the blocking error. Dominguez to serve. There is an attack by Karlovic. It's tipped. But Tampa can't keep it alive. Perhaps a little miscommunication on that second touch. And the Tritons back within 4 as Karlovic heads to serve. Demps hustling over to the substitution line. Can't get there in time as Karlovic puts it in play. Mueller sets it to Houghton on the left side, and Houghton puts it out of the reach of Rio for the kill. Houghton now with 9 kills, looking to join Dominguez and Fossler in double digits. Dominguez with 15, Fossler with 11. There's a kill for Redner in the middle. That's her 9th. And she looks to join Karlovic and O'Farrell in double digits in kills. Karlovic has 12, O'Farrell 11. And Reese will serve. Tritons have trailed by as many as, I believe, 7 in this set. Back within 4 here. There's Redner on the attack, and a nicely placed ball by Redner. And she gets into double digits with her 10th kill of the night. Eckerd now back within 3. Reese up to the service line. And there's an ace for Fernanda Reese. Only the 2nd of the night for Eckerd, but it came at a good time. And Coach Kananek has seen enough. He'll call his first timeout of the set. Tampa jumped out to an 8-1 lead in the set. The Tritons have slowly worked their way to pull back into it, now only down by 2 at 12-10. Take a look and see if any of the other matches in the conference have gone final. Embry-Riddle takes care of Florida Tech in straight sets. And we'll peek in over at Rollins in PBA. That one's still going on. They are in the fourth set because Rollins won the second set, 26-24. Palm Beach Atlantic, though, won the third set of that one, 25-16. Won the first set, 25-17. And the Sailfish now lead in the fourth set, 22-15. In men's soccer, Tampa defeated Nova Southeastern tonight 3-0. That one was rescheduled from Hurricane Irma. Here's a set to Redner, and Redner gets the kill. Triton's back within one. Redner's now got 11 kills, and Eckerd can tie it on this rally. And there's an ace for Fernando Reese. Second of the set. And the Tritons have overcome an 8-1 deficit. We're tied at 12. And Mueller will get the kill. As the pass on the serve from Reese went right over to the middle. Mueller just out jumped. I didn't see who that was from Eckerd. Basically just won that ball from the Tritons. And Tampa back ahead by one is Mueller to serve. Here's Redner on the attack. Dominguez dig goes over the net. Tritons have to hustle to keep it alive. And Redner mistimes her attack, hits it into the net. Now Eckerd came back, tied it at 12. Now Tampa has taken 2 straight points to retake the lead. Here's Whiting from the right side, and a beautifully placed ball by Whiting. Slices in between the defense as McElvaney and Mueller, I believe, thought the other was going to make a move on it. Neither did, and Whiting gets the kill. Boat right into serve. As Whiting gets her 6th kill of the evening. Mueller sets behind to Houghton, and Houghton puts it away. Spartan leads back up to 2. Here's Whiting on the attack, goes near sideline, but misses it, and the Spartans now up by 3 with Ajmani at the service line. Ajmani is the one that was at the service line when the Spartans had their long run early in the set. Nice serve there by Ajmani. Here's O'Farrell on the attack. And it'll end up as a point for the Spartans as her attack is blocked back. Eckerd gets a couple of touches on it to try to keep it alive, but can't do it, and that will result in the Tritons' final timeout of the set. Tampa jumped out to an 8-1 lead. Eckerd fought back, tied it at 12, but now the Spartans have taken points on 5 of the last 6 rallies. Now they lead it again by 4. So this will certainly be an important series of rallies for the Tritons coming out of this timeout. It's such a good job to fight back from that early 7-point deficit, but you have to give Tampa credit. Bent but haven't at this point at least broken. As the Spartans look to win their 6th in a row. We knew early in the season when we saw Tampa near the bottom of the conference standings that it probably wouldn't last long. We knew that they would be able to right the ship, get things figured out. It seems like if you wanted to be able to catch Tampa this year early in the season was when to do it. This one, of course, far from over here at the MacArthur Center, but the Tritons need to get things going and get things going in a hurry. There's Simpson on the reception from the Ajmani serve. O'Farrell's attack is tipped and kept alive. Simpson with a back row, set for the back row attack for her roommate Boatwright. Ball punched over. And Eckerd can't keep it alive. Lead now to 5 for the Spartans. Here's Whiting, and Madison gets the kill. That'll get Eckerd back within 4. Now Caitlin Simpson to serve. Tritons need a run right here. Here's Dominguez on the attack. And Eckerd cannot keep it alive. As Boatwright dove, got the left arm extended, but the dig attempt went behind her. Simpson with a hustle. But her second pass just went over to the Triton bench. Lead back to 5 now for Tampa as McElvaney serves. Here's Whiting again. And another kill for Whiting. Tritons finding some success. On the right side there at the sets to Whiting. She'll come out as Aria will come in for serving. Here's Dominguez, dug by Simpson. Set goes to O'Farrell, and it's blocked by Dimps and Fossler. And now into the match is Aprilli to serve. Somebody else at the Tritons have had some issues with at the service line. Good pass there by Simpson. Set goes to Karlovics on the slide, goes for the back line, but carries too far. And now Tampa's lead rather commanding at 6 points. Reese on the second touch. Puts it over, but Tampa there for the dig. Here's Dominguez on the attack, tips it over the block. Aria with the dig. Now O'Farrell on the attack. Oh my goodness, great work by Tampa to keep that ball alive. Fossler with some quick hands on that second touch, and oh, just far of the back line as Karlovics. And Tampa, who had a 7-point lead early, has now extended the lead back to 7 after Eckerd came back and tied it. There's a service error by Aprilli. O'Farrell will serve. Here's Dominguez on the attack, and she hits it into the block of Karlovics and Reese. Now the Tritons have done it before in this set, overcoming a 7-point deficit, and they can do it again. Unfortunately, not nearly as many points with which to work, as Tampa just needs 3 more to close out the match. Here's Fossler on the slide. Good dig by O'Farrell. Now to Redner. And a kill for Redner. Tritons back within 4. Tampa does have 1 timeout remaining. Mueller with the set to Dominguez, tries to tip the block. Ario there. Here's Redner. Tries to go cross court, but goes too far the sideline. And now Tampa within 2 points. 2 points of the win, that is. Dominguez to serve. And there's a fortunate break for the Tritons as Ario's pass goes over the net to where that was Houghton. But she hit it into the block of, I believe, Reese. Now Margot Balliette will come in to serve. Tritons down 4. And basically, the Tritons in need of a 4-point run right here. Unfortunately, the set was perfect. The pass to the setter, Mueller, was perfect, and her set was perfect to Fossler, moving over into the middle on that one play that's been so stinking effective for Tampa tonight. And now the Spartans have it at match point. For Mueller, I'm sorry, for Fossler, rather. That was her 12th kill of the evening. Before that, this next serve, we've got a little bit of confusion at the table, but it's squared away. And Fossler at the service line can put things away for the Spartans. Reese set into the middle to Redner. It's tipped. Now to Houghton. And the question is, was the attack tipped? Yes, it was. And that'll do it. Tampa picks up the win. After dropping the first set 25-21, the Spartans take a pair of 2-point wins in the second and third sets, 27-25 and 25-23. Then race out to an early 7-point lead here in the fourth set before the Tritons came back and tied it up at 12-12. But once again, the Spartans were able to turn up the heat, push the lead back up to 7, and finish off the match with a 25-19 win here in set number 4. Spartans improved to 9-10 on the season, 4-4 in conference play. Tritons now 10-6 overall, 3-5 in the conference. Tampa was led by Dominguez with 16 kills. Houghton and Fossler both had 12 apiece. McElvaney had 22 digs, 12 for Ajmani, 45 assists for Mueller, 5 blocks for Demps, and 4 for Mishka. For Eckerd, the Tritons were led by Karlovics and Redner with 12 kills apiece. Abby O'Farrell had 11, Madison Whiting 8. 19 digs for Caitlin Simpson, 10 for Ariella Rio, 48 assists for Fernanda Reese. Madison Whiting had 6 blocks, 5 blocks for Peyton Meter, and 4 for Stephanie Karlovics. Tritons will be on the road later this week on Friday and Saturday. They head to Florida Tech on Friday, Embry-Riddle on Saturday, looking to pick up a pair of conference wins to stay in the hunt in the upper half of the conference standings and in the hunt for a regional berth in late November. That'll wrap it up here from the MacArthur Center here on the Triton Sports Network. Once again, Tampa, a 3-1 winner over Eckerd. We're on the air tomorrow night from Johnson Field with Eckerd men's soccer as they host Florida Tech. Hope everyone has a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night.